Well, hello and welcome back, everyone. My name is Yu, and today we're going to be continuing playing through the Natlan Archon quest, Act 2. We are nearing the end because last time we got Kachina's ancient name, and now we're going to be going into the Night Kingdom, as I assume, to rescue her. So, I took a bit of a break, and I rewatched some of the scenes, so now I would like to reevaluate the situation we are in right now. Oh, also, the stage has been cleared and repaired. So, Capitano showed up, fought Mavuika, he took the hit and fallen on the knee. He practically lost the battle, but I messed up a little, misinterpreted the scene. I thought that he was the one that summoned the smoke with his fist, but it seems that he was ready to fight. He was ready to go again. He wasn't done yet, but the smoke was the ability of one of the tribes. So what I understand is that someone from that specific tribe is colluding with the Fatui, which I'm assuming is Oloron. And he was the one that rescued Capitano from that situation, or at least just forced him to retreat. So that is interesting. That changes things a little. We know that there is someone from Natlan colluding with Capitano, and also I was right. I assume I was right that the Capitano's glow during the fight was the Night Soul Blessing. If that is the case, if that really is the Night Soul Blessing, that means he is from Natlan. Which could be very interesting. So, we can rule out the possibility that he's from Mondstadt, as people were guessing, and that he is Cryo Dragon. Excuse me? Can I not? There we go. Oh, right! Commissions. Right, I forgot about that. Yeah, sure, why don't we start with the commissions at first? So wait. Okay. Keita. Was this question too easy after all? Oh, my apologies. I was just thinking out loud. Didn't even notice you there. Allow me to extend my greetings. I am Keita, of the Masters of Nightwind. Ooh. So you're from the Nightwind. I think this is the tribe that rescued Capitano. With that... It's strange because it was like a blue cloud smoke. So I don't know if it's like a cryo tribe or a wind tribe. I'm currently an apprentice here, in charge of file management. I'm sorry. And what were you thinking about? Just a few simple questions regarding Natlan's past, present, and future. Completely unworthy of discussion. Judging by your appearance, you seem to be a traveler from afar. I can tell that your many friendships are deep and your knowledge broad. Should you be willing, you could try your hand at some of the questions I've already recorded. The answers to these questions lie within your journey, past, present, and future. Let's do this. I like the addition of the symbol of the daily. Huh. Resolute. I did not mean to, but I just made the sound of a Minecraft villager. Huh. Resolute and decisive. Quite commendable. In Natlan, phlogiston, or phlogiston, may be found in many things. Yes, even in some plants. My question is, in Natlan there is a type of flower that contains phlogiston. What is its name? I have no idea. Oh. Pyroregis, no. Ember core flower. Igni flower, ember fire flower. So it's either the first one or the second one, I'm assuming. Or maybe the third one. Definitely not the Pyroregis vine. Igni flower. Ember fire flower. I don't remember seeing something starting with E. Like ember fire or ember core. Maybe it's Igni flower? Oh no. Huh. A minor mistake. Worthy of a further consideration. Well then, please continue to answer the next question. You have seen those whose entire body is a vibrant green, those who dart atop cliffs and leap amongst the trees. The ones known as Yunkasaurus, yes? My question is, what is the name of the tribe where the Yunkasaurs live? It's the Science of the Canopy. Indeed, completely flawless, not a single error. Final question. The sounds of the Children of Echo's hammers ring out ceaselessly among the peaks. They are superlative smiths and tenacious warriors. Even the strongest stone cannot slow their march. My question is, who are the companions of the Children of Echoes? What is their true name? Their true name is Tepetlosaurus. Tepetlisaurus. Indeed, completely flawless, not a single error. Your answers yet betray errors and flawed understanding, and are far from perfect. You still have much to experience here in Natlan, it seems. Fret not, the future and past shall become the answers to the present. Alright.
Phlogiston burning is quite fun.
I just gotta learn some flora things. So what is that? Tablet of Tona. Oh, those are the tribes. Let's see. Ooh, we're gonna get that elixir from here. Oh, this is awesome. This is 50 Primogems! Oh my god! No way. We have new billets. New billets. Okay, they updated the rewards here. This is nice. Okay. I'll have to see more though. Okay, alright. And here's the smith too. I wish there was like a waypoint here or something. Oh, it goes up. More lava. This is sick. This is sick. Hell yeah, dude. Looking awesome. 2, 4, 5. Huh. Looks like I missed the beat again. Let's see. Ooh, okay. They are also using this ore, I figured. The fact that we found this ore in the overworld, I assumed that we would have. So these are the craftable weapons. A few of which we already have. Again, I just need to collect more flora, fauna. And what do you have here for me? Is this for the battle pass? Let's do this again. Hell yeah. Alright. Before we continue with our main quest, let's just do... Ah, goddammit. I cannot see them on the map. Let's just quickly get through the daily commissions, because I just want to experience the daily commissions in Natlan first. I'm very curious to see what they're like. Oh, brother, how do I get up there? Ooh, there's like a ramp. No, no.
Let's go, Swirly!
Lock in. We're so locked in, we're so back. New enemies, alright.
Leave
A hammer, dude.
Let's do this then! Stick around!
Neutralize!
Laid back! Or get blown away!
Get back! Shabam!
Oh god.
Out of the way or get blown away!
Yes, you are. Qualified after all.
I am qualified. Damn. Alright. Wait, I don't have Kachina on me, but I still see it on the map. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. This place looks awesome. Oh. Saurian Claw Succulent. Alright. I'm gonna do exploration later. Like after the Archon quests are done. We're gonna explore to our heart's content. Leyline challenge. Alright.
Overrule! Reconstitute!
One with the forest!
Get here! That was quick!
Bam, 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 bam. Oh, oh.
It's nothing!
Damn!
I can walk it off!
Yes, you are.
Can you?
That was quick!
Qualified after all.
Let's finish
That was quick! That was quick!
this next time.
Oh, it's those guys. Holy hell. What is that? Damn! Whoa, whoa, they deal a lot of damage. They deal a lot of damage. Holy hell. Some heavy artillery. Insane. And over there, okay. Da 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 da. Poor Kachina, man. Okay. Alright. Guess we have to do this all over again. That's fine.
Shockwave!
Poof. Let's get this bread. Okay, give me a... Although... Nah, we're fine. Hold on. Oh, there we go. No! Jeez. Okay. There we go. Oop. Hell yeah. One of these Hinkali. Quenepaberi. Oh, dude. This looks so nice. Okay. Who's that? Oh, it's those things. There's a chest. Oh, it's an enemy. Okay. It is an enemy. Okay. Well. What are you exactly?
Overruled.
What is it? Holy hell. What are you doing? Shield. Oh my god. Okay. Abyss Herald much?
Transfixed. Enshroud.
Even Dendro is not, like, great against it.
Overruled.
Got you. Oh, I can already imagine them being in the abyss. Oh, this is gonna be tough. And
What
painful.
greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Alright. Gotta gather some resources.
Right here.
Those pathways look insane in the distance. Oh, okay. Well, nothing too crazy. There we go. Wait. Amber core flower, okay. Da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, some mechs. New mechs. Look at the birds. Okay, what, whoa, what is that? What is that? Oh my god! They look insane! Excuse me.
This is where you fall. Laid bare. Extract!
What's your problem? Holy hell, they look beautiful.
A little ambiance. Overruled.
I don't know what that thing above them does. The sacks. But it looked like something to do with the Night Soul thing.
An impressive bounty.
Alright. Well, I guess that's it. We took a bit of a detour. That took quite a bit, but... It's fine, it's fine. Bro, this place is low-key really difficult to get to. I got lost so many times. Thankfully, the waypoint is here. That is very interesting that we haven't seen a single Sealy. At all. There's the
We're
Ansan.
back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
So, what happened in the stadium?
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
You learned the Pyro Archon's battle against the captain, and as well as her sacrifice.
We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
Yep.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble.
Okay, I see. So she lost. She did lose. She did lose her power after the battle. So that battle was concrete. It was a foundation of our current stability. Now the Fatui, as well as the captain, know that Mavuika is strong and not easy to defeat. Even though now she lost her power somewhat, and her hair doesn't glow anymore, and she's not as powerful and strong as she was in that battle. So if this battle were to happen again, she would lose. They do not know that. They do not possess that information yet. Which means that they are more wary than they need to be. Which plays to our advantage.
Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in, there's nothing comforting about the situation we're facing.
Yikes.
Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the complicated matters to me.
I still like this hair better. Like, it looks so cool, especially with the ends always glowing.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
Okay, Ansan, okay. She seems very friendly, and in cahoots with the Archon. Still, I wish that Mavuika will get her powers back, and during her gameplay, her hair will turn yellow again.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
Wow.
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate, so much that you have to worry about. But all I could do was focus on my own feelings.
Don't worry, Moalani. It's only natural to feel this way. And Mavuika understands that. She accepted your feelings and managed the situation very well.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Your reaction to Kachina's disappearance, I understand that feeling very well.
Alright, okay. So first of all, again, a great factor that she is a human being. Because she can resonate with other humans better. She can understand their feelings. And so the connection between the Archon and the people is way stronger than any other nation. And this, what she said just now, it makes me feel like, yeah, this is a very obvious hint that she also lost someone dear to her. I don't know if it was the previous Archon. Which, again, now, the theory about the connection between Mavuika and Murata and other, just the previous Archon, is kind of iffy, because there were so many Archons before her. Which is a very interesting setting. I really like that. But I'm still curious, who did she lose? At first I was thinking about Shibalanke, or I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, or their name. But basically a very important figure in this plot. Who we don't know who it is yet. But since she's human and haven't lived for that long, potentially it could be someone, some other human. Or like her lover or something, I don't know. But also, now that I think about it, Capitano said the oath made 5 centuries ago, right?
Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow me.
Are you coming with us? That flame is so sick. Ooh. This is like a place of tribes. Like it's something to do with alchemy, potentially.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Yeah.
Good eye. This is where I store all the various mementos I've collected.
Wow. You've collected all of these? I thought maybe this is like a place, you know, that people have, Archons have collected from generation to generation.
Whoa. I've never seen this place before. There's so many things in here.
It looks like there are items from every tribe.
Wow.
Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
Again, I'm sure she finds these things very precious to her because of that connection to the people. I sense it's going to be very, very tragic because of that sense of bond, camaraderie, and just being so close to one another between the people and the Archon. Just seeing this room just shows how much she cares. And that soundtrack with the guitar, I don't know which guitar it is. Is it acoustic guitar or is it Cora? I'm not sure.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening to the stories of heroes. And physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our own memory.
Yeah. So she basically, this is her way of remembering the people that she encountered in her life.
Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free to take a look around in the meantime.
And this is what I mean, right? She collected, like, let's say, one item for each person she encountered and learned something from, or just had a good time with, had a connection with. Just look how many items there are
If you're
here.
curious about an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about its origins.
Wow. She's, you can even tell how proud she is of these accomplishments. Not like, it's not her accomplishments, but of these items of other people. Wow. This is so precious. I did not expect this.
This flower looks like it's thriving. You must be good at taking care of plants, Archon.
Also really curious how they just call her Archon. This is her title, just Archon. Right? Because in Fontaine, they call her Focalor. In Sumer, they call the Archon either Greater or Lord Rukadevada or Lesser Lord Kusanali. In Inazuma, it's right in Shogun. In Liyue, it's Rex Lapis. In Mondstadt, it's the Great Animal Archon. Barbados, right. But here, everyone addresses her as just Archon. Very peculiar. Very different.
This fishing basket looks familiar.
Familiar.
Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged to the people of the springs.
That's right. It belongs to a legendary fisherman named Matavaru. I have his
Wow.
entire set of fishing equipment, actually.
You see how crazy this is? It's not just remembering their deeds, what they're done, what they have done, but their names as well. For some reason, I have no doubt that she remembers each and every single name of a person whose item is here. Like, this is incredible. I'm sure if we were to ask about every single item, she would name every single name of a person, remembering the names of the people. Like, just knowing how much of an importance the names bear in this culture, seeing how much she cares for every single name. And this is me just guessing, I'm assuming. I'm not sure yet, but if that is the case, this is... They are portraying that bond between the Archon and the people so well. They are just showing this. They are showing... They're not telling us. This is an example of show not tell.
He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant fish and his meticulous plan to catch it. In his eyes, I saw a hunger and a strong fighting spirit. To him, the sea was the battlefield upon which he staked his honor.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned out the fish he sought had been corroded by the abyss. He managed to kill the fish, but sustained a serious injury in the process, which meant he could never go deep-sea fishing again.
Something similar to Atea.
Can a fisherman claim victory if he fails to bring back his catch? That's what he asked me in the end.
In the end.
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
Hell yeah.
That was my answer as well. The experience was far more valuable than the prize itself. In the end, he didn't want his tools to go to waste, so he gave them to me.
Wait, that means you also know how to fish.
Maybe we can go head-to-head sometime.
I'll invite Ningguan as well. Huh. Talk to Mavuika. Nah. Observe the talisman.
This is Atea's talisman.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely ever without it. The talisman brought her a lot of luck in battle.
And that's it? You're not gonna elaborate on your relationship to her? Because it seemed like you guys have a more deeper connection than we originally thought.
Make sure to handle everything with care. This cup, for example, it's heavier than it looks.
Ah, I see. It's a horn cup. Observe belt.
Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head.
Well, guess you're not gonna wear it.
The Collective of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions and contests of strength. This belt is a symbol of great honor within the tribe.
The Collective of Plenty.
The association with strength might also have been the reason the original belt was extremely heavy. It was difficult for even two people to lift.
Damn.
And even if a warrior had the strength to put it on, wearing it for any length of time would still leave them gasping for breath.
Not just gasping for breath. This would, like, Ruin your back.
Sounds like it.
Wanna try it out?
So the owner of the original belt, Kitera, commissioned a craftsman to make a copy identical in appearance but far lighter in weight. That is the belt you see before you.
I see.
He would often wear this version when training in order to protect his waist.
Uh-huh.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time and show it off.
Don't need to point it out, but yeah. Show off. Observe jar. Whoa.
There are so many jars and potions around here. Do they have anything to do with alchemy?
They are painted so beautifully.
No, those belong to the masters of the Nightwind. They're ceremonial tools used to amplify the ability to communicate with the Night Kingdom and the Wyab.
I see, yeah. So, it's a ceremonial tribe. Which is where Sitlala is from, I assume.
Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. Even though she appears stoic and serious, she actually has a keen sense of humor. The tools you see here are quite traditional. Her students found them outdated, so she passed them on to me.
Damn.
The contents of the jars aren't all that special. Oh, except the big jar in the middle. That's what she really wanted to give me.
And what is inside then?
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's inside?
Look at them. Look at Paimon being so comfortable and close with Mavuika.
Grape juice.
Okay, I expected something more dubious. Like her ashes. But if it is grape juice, it's probably wine by now.
It's quite tasty, although probably expired by now.
Which is why I said it's wine now. Damn Paimon. She got Diluc flashback just now. No way. Is it the same one? Is it the one from... I've read the lore of this weapon. I think it's about a guy that was trying to unite the tribes too. That was not trying to resolve conflicts between the tribes. Going from tribe to tribe and trying to get the people to unite, to fight together.
Whoa, this weapon is huge! Which tribe did it belong to?
The guy is probably dead by now, but it's cool to see that his memory lives on because of his deeds and how Mavuika remembers him. Even though I don't know if she actually met him.
Ah, that weapon belonged to Tenoch, a hero from 500 years ago. Strictly speaking, he didn't belong to any single tribe.
I remember, yeah. 500 years ago. Also, there's a picture on the table. Is that her family? Hold on. There are those Yunkasaurs. Was she from that Dandro tribe, originally? Hold on.
That's because even before the disaster with the Abyss broke out, he had already been exiled.
Oh.
Exiled?
It was a punishment imposed out of necessity, but he accepted it all the same. He believed it was what he deserved. When the Abyss attacked, the tribes found themselves in urgent need of a powerful figure to lead them into the battle, and there was no one more courageous or resolute than him.
Yeah. He was going from tribe to tribe, trying to call on the chiefs.
He united the 6 tribes and accomplished great feats throughout the war. Ultimately, he perished. And because he had already lost his ancient name, the Ode of Resurrection was unable to bring him back. And so, he was laid to rest, alongside the countless warriors and civilians who lost their lives, buried in the soil of his native land.
I see.
Wow. He sounds like a true hero.
Indeed, even now, his story is told throughout the land.
I read it. This is really cool that the lore from the weapon is actually like here in the main story. I'm sorry, Mavuika, for going through your stuff. Oh my god, is this... No way. Look at her family. She had a sister? Hold on. No, god damn it. Hold on. Okay, this is as far as I can go. Look at them. This is her father and mother and sister or brother. And she's so young there. Holy hell. And they are all so fiery. Like, the mother looks like a volcano or a candle, and the father looks like the sun. He reminds me of Callus. Wow. So beautiful.
The powder still needs some time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of Natlan's culture now?
Yeah, I do. And you as well.
Yeah, if each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through a lot.
Just seeing all this is just makes me love Mavuika so much more.
Does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
Yeah, I would assume so.
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the tribes.
Yeah. To remember their names and deeds.
They demonstrate the true shape of time.
Because like she said, even though some of the ancient names of these people have been destroyed and lost to time, we still remember them through these items.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict the future.
Is there of much?
But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
Wow. That's why the guy from the commission was talking about past, present, and future.
At once? Paimon's not sure she understands.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was the most important?
I'd have to say all of them.
Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. They become part of who you are. Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions, and eventually arrive at a very different destination. The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it.
We shape the future already through our decision-making. Yeah.
Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They
Yeah.
simply call it by a different name. Fate. You're quite familiar with that concept, I would imagine.
Damn visionaries!
That does kinda make sense. The future hasn't happened, but already exists.
It's okay, Paimon. It's okay.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past and neglect the future.
Paimon is robbing her last 2 brain cells to understand this concept. Sometimes it is important to be grounded and to live in the present. Because if you focus too much on the past and the future, then, well, it's not gonna be great for you. So it's not like it's inherently wrong to live in the present. It's just that the same concept of there's always too much. You can never live in the present too much. You also have to remember your past experiences and learn from them. You also have to look into the future and prepare for what's to come. But to also enjoy the present. It has to be a safe balance. So ancient names record the past.
While the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras
that was a
can we
smooth
fight
transition
back
of the
against
soundtrack.
an enemy as formidable as the Abyss. To come up with such a set of rules, the first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine.
Again, the transition back. It was just short transition back and forth, but it had its oomph. The first Pyro Archon came up with that. Which is, in fact, probably not Murata. It's a mistranslation thing. So the first Pyro Archon created the rules of Natlan.
That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the divine throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan.
Whoa. Lord Dump, okay. So the first Pyro Archon was also a human. It has always been a human, and it was a he. Again, not Murata. He. Fascinating. Borrow power from the heavens, Ronova. What does that mean? This is also crazy, right? I mean, it's not that crazy to think about, because at the end of the day, any life form can become an Archon. Because it's a title, it's a status, it's not a being. So it's not surprising that a human could too become an Archon. But the fact that it was a human being from the very beginning is insane. It has always been a human. Ever since the very first Archon. This is crazy to think about.
Namely, a framework through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood.
Yeah. So he did establish the pilgrimage to choose the strongest one to inherit his godhood, Archonhood. And to create a tradition in which it continues every single time, every generation.
By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the divine throne, their inner flame will awaken.
There is the strongest among us. Inner flame. Like this sun pupils? Did everyone have these kinds of pupils?
In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land, After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told you.
I see. I was wondering, like, how would she remember the deeds of that guy from the weapon lore? I forgot his name. I could never be in this culture. I forget names too fast. I'm so bad with names.
So, it all comes down to the power of the Divine Throne and the rules. Wait, is that
Yeah,
a family portrait?
they're slowly getting to it.
Yes.
Look at that.
That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little Saurians we raised.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that she was from the Dendro tribe. Even though they all look flamey.
I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Aww.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really close.
So you're telling me that it was painted and you had to stand in that position for how long?
Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now.
Just seeing this whole room.
It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
No, Paimon, it's everything is in the wording, the phrasing.
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes!
Good thing that they acknowledge it. Again. Paimon lore. Yes. She speaks before she thinks. We know that by now.
It's all right. I'd never get upset over something like that.
By the way, I'm just joking with Paimon, okay? I love her to bits. Sometimes I hate what she says, but still, we've been through so much together, and she's been there to support us so many times. She's been there all the time. So I acknowledge that connection between us, and I'm very grateful to her for what she's done. I've heard many people saying like, oh, she sucks at emotional support. Maybe with some people, but when it comes to us, brother. If it weren't for Paimon doing the we will be reunited stuff, we'd be still depressed as hell. She was there to help us keep going. She was very mature in that moment, specifically. Even though there's a lot of moments where she's been immature, you cannot say that she wasn't helpful at all.
No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead.
Yeah, it will always be in her heart, and she will never forget her past. Again, having her past experiences and learning from them.
Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities, so it impacts how often you get to see them.
Yeah. I do perceive it like a title, like a ruler, a king, or something similar of the sort. It is just a position. It doesn't change your identity.
My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and he would sit on a blanket and eat it together.
Aw, that's so sweet. The fact that she said that she practically lost someone, I'm sad to continue. I'm very scared.
One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the Saurians you were raising ran into the room and knocked over the entire pot.
No!
My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the spot.
Damn.
I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was frustrating, but in the end, all I could do was comfort my sister and move on.
The sheer level of empathy that they have and feel.
Wow.
You forgave them just like that.
Isn't that what being a family is all about? I think about that story a lot, actually.
And she's a family person. She's growing to be a perfect woman, man.
As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation. And experiences like that, they remind me exactly what I'm trying to protect.
Don't forget your origin, where you came from.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
I hope so. I really do.
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works of art.
Leaving her legacy behind.
Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Ian-san, Mulani, Chaska, over here, please.
She did not continue the story. I said that she didn't want to go somewhere unpleasant or ruin the moment. Because she said... the wording, the phrasing she used was very... as if it was in the past. I don't know if she's putting on a brave face right now. But I just have a feeling like... those were the times before. That she doesn't talk about them as something that is currently going on.
Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin.
Alright. Ha! They're making me do this. It's gonna be fine, Molani. It'll be fine.
Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal.
What I also thought about is the concept of us being a witness, right? It's something Zhongli was talking about. He was talking about the stories and remembering the stories that had happened. Bringing them to other worlds, with them being undying. I wonder if this is also something that Mavuika sees in us. As in, we are not from this world, so we are a witness that could keep the memories and these the ancient names, the deeds of these heroes, to keep on living forever, practically, in my mind. Right? Which, again, Mavuika, I'm very bad with names. I'm really sorry.
Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Whoa.
Am I hallucinating again?
This is such a cool effect. Hi, Kachina.
Kachina! Are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I? Is the Abyss playing tricks on me again?
Oh my god, she's so scared. This is so heartbreaking. And because of how obscure that place is where she is currently at, I cannot comprehend in what state she is. She has to be dead. But is this her spirit? Is this her soul just wandering the place? Like her body died, and her spirit is still, like, lingering in that place, wandering until it becomes one with the current. Am I interpreting this correctly?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me.
What's up?
I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I
Whoa.
figured out what's wrong. The Wyab is being affected by the Abyss.
Whoa.
I was waiting for the Wyab to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in
Whoa.
and almost killed me.
What the heck? A really strong monster?
The Wyab saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help.
So she's not dead. Huh. Or is she? Like, still, this is so difficult to comprehend. It's either she's not dead, like the Wyab saved her life, and she's trying to hide herself until she's rescued, or she died, basically, and this is her soul that can vanish practically, but is still being intact thanks to the Wyab.
The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing really horrible things.
Jesus Christ. Putting this pressure on the child? This is insane.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity.
Imagine being her age and going through this. This ominous aura trying to strip you of your sanity.
All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
An adult could... Even an adult probably wouldn't be able to withstand that for too long. A very emotionally stable adult would have a much better chances of withstanding something like this. But a child? A scared child? That doesn't even have full faith in herself? I can't even begin to imagine what she's going through.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. You don't need to worry about me.
I just want to give her a hug. Just a big hug and tell her she's safe.
I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't
See?
blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind.
Jesus
Just
Christ!
knowing you care is more than enough.
Holy shit! I'm gonna fucking cry.
I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for you, and that's final. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a burden.
That's right,
You're a
Milani.
victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get all the applause and recognition you deserve.
God damn it. This is so heartbreaking to see this child go through something like this. Fucking Abyss.
I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and creepy here. And I want to go home.
I'm actually crying. Like, it actually brought me to tears.
Still, I don't want you to put yourselves in danger because of me. I don't want to hold anyone back ever again.
She wouldn't feel strong enough. She'd feel, again, that everyone had to put themselves in danger to protect her, to save her, because she cannot save herself. That would just, again, damage her self-esteem.
All you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not ever.
The very fact that you have been there, that you have endured so much, that you're still there, waiting for us, for someone to rescue you, that already is making you such a strong individual.
Yeah, we're so close, we can't call it quits now!
You're far stronger than you give yourself credit for.
Thank you. Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom in your physical form.
I don't give a fuck! Let me in there!
This
Let me
entrance
in.
to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside could expose you to corrosion.
I'm fine! I can purify it, I don't care. I'll purify the whole kingdom if it takes.
I know. I'm prepared for that possibility.
All right, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption.
The name drop. Just goes. "Ugh."
That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
Again, she's such a people person that she noticed it right away. She's like, uh-oh.
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
That is only natural, yeah.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the stronger the party.
But again, her sister doesn't care about having more work. I feel like she cares more about saving your life. So if she has to do, like, twice as much work as she is doing now just to save your life or to make you feel better, I feel like she would. Because she was getting angry at you because she cares about you. That's the whole essence of the argument.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone. It really means a lot that you're willing to brave these dangers with me. And there's no time to lose, so let's get going.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can still keep an eye on the situation from here.
So you're saying you're just out of your power, like, at all? You cannot be useful in a fight, except for, like, you know, physical damage?
Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
Confident baby. I don't know if I should say baby, but...
I hope not.
So... Teleport waypoint unlocked. What am I supposed to do? It's there, okay.
Be careful out there. I'll observe the situation from here.
Okay. Oh god, yeah. I have not teared up like that in a long time. It feels nice. Here. You okay? Should I, like, you know? Give me a moment.
ready.
Oh! Hey! There you go, my boy.
Wow, these will come in handy.
I hope you're warm now. Well, guys, if you didn't know about that, well, there you go. Alright. Is that it? Remnants of the secret source. Yikes. Okay. Someone Hydro. Now
We'll need a strategy.
I'm gonna bring Kokomi just for the heals. Alright. Abyssal stuff? Arlecchino, you're the expert. Holy hell. The music is already ominous as hell. Oh, we can be Saurians here. There's the squad. The rescue squad.
So we're underneath Natlan right now? It looks nothing like Paimon was imagining.
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization ruled by dragons.
Whoa. Okay.
Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So you're telling me that at some point in the past, this was a place where dragons had a civilization, as in dragon sovereigns? By chance, perhaps? You know? Bishops? Dragon King? Maybe?
So these are Saurian ruins?
Bro, look at that. Look at the structures. I don't think she's talking about the Saurians. I think she means actual dragons.
Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns?
That's what I thought.
Their own advanced civilization?
Yo. I didn't know that. I thought they were just like kind of hanging out into that. Just chilling in the nature.
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices here are for.
That's news to me. This is a civilization of the sovereigns. Can I bring... I should have brought Nivelet with me.
These ruins have been abandoned for a long time, but with the recent increase in Abyss activity, the installations around here have somehow been activated again.
So what you're saying is, we're not in for an easy trip to the Night Kingdom.
Yeah, there's still something to happen before we get to there.
No. It's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
Great. Look at it just being happy. Just what I wanted to hear.
Why are you all laughing like that? It's creeping Paimon out.
You wouldn't get it.
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in, right guys?
Hell yeah.
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
And to rescue Kachina. Adventurers live for moments like these.
Then let's go. We won't let anything stand in our way.
This is exciting. I did not expect this to be a civilization of the sovereigns. At the same time, I am very upset that this is just a domain, that this is not a permanent location.
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
What are you on, Paimon?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon. Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning. Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well. So basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat. Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's
Damn.
much faster to just focus on what's good for you. Such as vegetable juice. Want some? You know, Ian-san, Paimon feels like the two of us might not see eye to eye.
Damn. Oh, you're gonna be fat. Sports are not for you. I was not looking at the ass, I swear. Holy shit. I did not expect Yan-san to be a trainer. Like a coach. She's basically a coach. A Pokemon trainer? Huh. Chpunk. This is really fun. I love traveling as these. Ooh. Whoa.
Those guys look familiar.
We fought them before.
Yeah.
Let's go. Show no mercy.
Look at this. We've never seen anything like this before. This is the civilization of fucking sovereigns. This is insane. Whoa, look at the engravings. Oh! Well. Look at the dragons here. Is that, you know, it reminds me of the ancient civilization that Aang and Zuko found in the last Airbender.
Laid bare.
With the two dragons. We might get some lore on the sovereigns. Oh, Lord. This is insane. Okay.
Whoa, the place we need to go seems
Whoa.
really high up.
Whoa. Man, I love the architecture. Hilichurls? Bro. This might be one of my favorite architectures in Genshin so far. The scales? Like, come on, dude. This is so stylish. Look at the door. This isn't the door, or is it? It looks like a door. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys.
Everlasting as the moon.
You're just kinda in my way. Oh, God. Oh! I'm really sad I didn't bring Never Left with me. Stop.
Right here.
No. There we go. Man. It is the door! I was right. Holy hell. Bro. This is so cool. Oh my god. Whoa. Holy hell.
Russian floral. Covenants of the deep! Rest and rebuild!
This is where you fall. Overruled.
Okay. Entering a dragon pussy. Bam! Holy shit. This place is ginormous. No wonder it was a place for sovereigns. They would feel right at home in this place. Oh my god. Where do I go? Ah! Oh, okay. Yeah, I was not supposed to go down. I'm yeah, I cannot see a proper way. For me to go.
This is
Oh, no,
the final stretch. We just
There we
need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
Paimon, you can fly. What do you mean easy for you to say? Oh, it's the rift.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about. The one ripped open by the Abyss.
There is a lot of abyssal power in here. Like, you can see that goo, that freaking purple thing from the chasm.
Yes. There's something in the depths of this place that feels familiar, yet also foreign.
To you, yeah, I would imagine why it feels familiar.
We actually have to go in there? Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Don't push her through before she's ready.
Has this happened before? I would like to see that. Okay, here we go. I didn't want this to be a domain, but here we are. The Night Kingdom.
Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Damn. Look at the floor and the flowers, the petals.
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
Well, you guys have been here before, right? Holy shit. I'm getting chills. This is insane looking.
It looks so different from what I imagined in the stories.
Have you never been in here? Don't you guys go down here to fight the Abyss? No? There's abyssal energy everywhere.
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
This is insane. This is a huge scale.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies. Anything can happen here.
You know what? I already don't understand what's happening.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. We obviously can't go back the way we came.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh, I was like, what do you mean on the ground? It's obviously in the sky. And then they're like, oh, okay. I'm like, I was already thinking like, what I see as the sky, Chaska sees as the ground. I was like, okay. I was about to be tripped out.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh, it's so high up. Did we really fall that far down?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out completely unscathed. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
Okay.
That's it?
So we need to touch the light. Don't try it now.
Right. We still got a job to do.
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina and bring her to this location.
Are we gonna find her physical body? She's gonna be, like, physically intact? Alive?
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world. It's a link between the two realms.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility's not great either. How are we supposed to find Kachina in these conditions?
Yeah, these floating black things don't look super friendly either.
Oh. Oh, those are ghosts. Oh, I thought there was, like, rocks.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Who are you?
Ghost! A talking ghost!
I mean, he's yellow, so...
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right?
What? Don't tell me you're Vichama's friend!
Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malko.
Ain't no way!
I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious power calling out to me.
Because Vichama was trying to find him, he was able to find a way to find us. This is insane! Holy! Vichama actually did something.
It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. Of course, it could only do so much. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker's stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss, we could have done much more. But we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that, even after all these years, he'd still take such a risk for me. Actually,
I'm wondering now, how time flows in here? Like, how time works. Because this technically isn't the Abyss, and in the Abyss the time flows differently, but in here, I don't know.
Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected.
That's why he was able to see your last memory.
Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend by your side.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power. I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severely corroded by the Abyss.
We got extremely
I
lucky.
didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Whoa!
Ouch!
Quick, get back here!
I got jump scared.
My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being.
Dude came in such a clutch. I did not expect that.
We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way.
Makes sense, or you'd be too OP. Ow! My ass. We got so lucky that this guy, you know, actually came in handy.
Not good. More monsters.
Bro, I feel like I am
on them.
in the abyss right now.
Laid bare. wanted my full attention, did you?
I still have no comprehension of what this place is. What the Night Kingdom is. It's not Abyss. It's not the overworld. Like, where the hell am I? The realm of the Wayab.
Paimon can't see anything!
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
What the hell? More souls? Why am I alone? Bro! Why am I alone?
Did you hear that?
Oh, it was in my head.
What? Never mind. It was probably just my imagination.
It was all in our heads. This is insane.
Scare Paimon like that!
There are voices in my head.
I heard it too. It was a voice from the Abyss.
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intentions.
Ooh. Oh, I lost you for a second there. Whisper. Journey lies.
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
Journey lies. Where does it lie? Kachina. Oh god. This is her perception. Insane. This is crazy.
We're here, Kachina!
Thank goodness.
Milani? You made it!
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
Dude just flexed and missed 2 shots.
Good idea. Let's go!
Hell yeah, look at her being determined.
Let's go, Twirly!
Overruled.
Billowing surge! Hold the line!
This shall
What?
not be my
Yeah, I couldn't see her health, so
You're
well.
finally here! Thank you so much!
Oh, you brave little thing.
That monster can appear from anywhere! It almost caught me a bunch of times.
So what Kachira is saying, there is a giant abyssal monster that we've probably never seen before, huh? I am scared. I am scared.
The Wayab's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight until you got here.
I wonder if you're gonna see it at all.
Had a girl. You did so well. And most importantly, you weren't hurt.
Every time, Milani, every time.
Should we start heading back then? Actually, I have a request. Will you come visit the Wayab with me?
I would be glad, honestly. That would help me better understand what is going on.
I can't exactly put it into words, but something's wrong with the Ode of Resurrection. And I know it has something to do with the contamination from the Abyss.
Yeah.
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here certainly seems to back it up.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wayab of each tribe.
Ah. Okay.
You can think of them like the body of each Wayab. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wyab can extend their consciousness.
So this place is more huge than I thought.
There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyab can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam.
I see.
But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them, that probably wouldn't even put a dent in the problem.
Yeah, it won't be clean for long, for sure.
Still, we can't just leave the Wyab to suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
Saving one is better than saving none at all. And maybe, I don't know what exactly the Wyab is, but maybe we would have a chance to have a conversation at least.
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina.
Or that... which is something I prefer not to do now. Maybe in the future acts.
Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
I mean, it's gonna depend on what this kind of... what this monster is. If it's just, like, I don't know, the Baptist or whatever, it's fine. But for some reason I'm thinking about that as the narwhal kind of level. Oh, she's not doing well.
Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a headache. And that voice again, telling me to abandon the Wyab and leave this place.
Okay, so there's two possibilities. Either that's the Abyss trying to trick her, or it's the Wyab itself trying to save her life and disregarding his own, or their own.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long.
That is true. That is risky.
No, I'm fine. I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. I can hold on.
Maybe it would be better if we split up, you know, if Kachina and Molani went outside, and the rest of us went to the pole.
Just up ahead. I'll lead the way. Besides, I can still fight, so please, help me out a little longer.
Okay, Kachina. Since you are confident in your abilities, I'll give you that.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the Wyab, not because we have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you read.
All right.
I'm sorry,
The sooner we get this done, the better.
That was an accident.
You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you reach your limit. We'll be there for you.
We've already come all this way, so we might as well try to get to the bottom of this.
Let's go. This way.
Alright.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
Thank you, Malco.
All by yourself? That's too dangerous.
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the area. Besides...
They are just saying that monster, as if it's that much more serious than all the other creatures, which makes it so much scarier.
I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go. Achieve your goal. And return to the world where you belong.
The guy that died before him, yeah.
Thank you for everything.
You're a true hero.
Yeah, he is. And that is crazy to think that he was able to do that just because his friend was calling out for him and trying to find him. Even though he wasn't able to, but his call awakened him and, like, allowed his consciousness to be more aware. That is insane.
Thank you. No one fights alone.
No one fights alone. Reunion.
Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that.
Hell yeah. Bro. This place just looks like a freaking abyss desert. There's the totem. Like, with the name Kingdom, I was expecting there to be more, you know, buildings and civilization than that. What is that? That's just water. That's obsidian.
Wyatt, I'm back. My friends and I are here to heal you. Wyatt, can you hear me? Wyatt?
Was he speaking? The great spirit of this land. Agent of Night's will.
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. It's preventing the Wyatt from answering our calls. Alright, get ready everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
I'll help too. I mean, I think I'm the only one who can purify it, no?
Careful. We've got company.
Anjo!
Already?
Is it Anjo?
You really think
No.
that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is pure folly.
Okay, so that is the monster that she's been hiding from, I assume. Nah! The heck are you? You're not Anjo. Get the hell out of here.
He tried to get in my way, so I disposed of him.
You're such a hero. That is such an amazing accomplishment you did there.
You killed Malcolm?
He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather than worrying about him, I would urge you to focus on yourself.
He is right. He's like, hey, don't freak out. Keep an open mind.
You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now, and it will be to your peril.
Bro, you don't even hold a candle to Anjo. And I even beat his ass. What do you mean? Are you the one behind all this?
No. The power of the Abyss is intoxicating. The destruction it seeks captivates like a masterful work of art. I strive only for the opportunity to see it up close.
Yeah, so the Abyss is just doing it by itself. But, yeah, just by itself? Why now?
I thought this naive little girl was an exception, but it turns out...
Don't listen to him.
Humanity is full of lambs willing to offer themselves up to the slaughter. That is the tragedy of your short lives. You understand nothing of all-encompassing power.
Yeah, and you don't understand anything about human lives.
Ancient names, pride, friendship, all empty ideas invented to give you a false sense of self-worth. They possess no power at all.
See? You understand nothing, sir.
The Pyro Archon created those grandiose ideals out of pure selfishness. Anything to avoid sharing power. Anything to avoid handing over the primordial gift to ordinary people like you.
Primordial gift?
Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina,
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Kachina!
Okay, at this moment I wouldn't say anything. I would let Kachina resolve herself. By herself.
Give me your hand.
I mean, this is nice.
Feel that? I'm right here next to you.
This is the support of people, the friendship. I just want Kachina to show off her self-esteem a bit more. To show that she can pump herself up, even with all these kinds of voices, but staying true to herself. But okay.
Thanks, Moalani. You're right. I have nothing to fear. Because I'm not alone anymore.
And you've never been. So, what was it you're saying? Huh? False sense of strength? Or whatever? Blah, blah, blah.
You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have any power. But you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your own strength, so you will never understand the true source of our power.
True. He was just kind of being corrupted by the power, so he never actually worked for it.
What?
You're a lazy bones.
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down, it comes from our friendship. The power lies not in the ideal itself, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal, and in our decision to stand together and fight!
Well said!
Thumbs up. See? Now we're teaching you. Now you understand.
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
That's how they're gonna justify giving us only these 2 playable characters?
Sorry in advance, but you deserve what's coming to you!
You tell him! You tell him!
There aren't many in Natlan who can beat us when we're together. It's time he got a taste of that kind of power.
Oh, you're done. You've been yapping too much. Come on.
To the flames of redemption. Hear the infernos call. The power of flame compels
Damn. Damn. Get him!
We won! We actually won!
Hell yeah, you did. Nice job. Turns out he wasn't any stronger than the ones we fought in the past.
That's what he gets for underestimating you 2.
And being arrogant.
Fantastic work, Kachina. Absolutely fantastic.
Hell yeah.
This makes me so unbelievably happy.
And Kachina will have more faith in her own abilities.
I'm happy too, Moalani. Together we really are unstoppable.
That shot looked like Moalani was just strangling Kachina, and she was like so stiff, like, yes, you're right.
Huh? What's happening?
Something good? Ancient name. What?
My ancient name is glowing?
Whoa.
But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
I just got chills.
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
The music?
Wait, does that mean you're...
What? What is this?
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place so overrun with abyssal corruption.
Whoa. Is that the Y-Up or... No, I'm stupid. This isn't the Y-Up. This is one of the previous heroes who wielded this ancient name.
Still, seeing you pull it off was really something. Everything you said
He's
was
giant.
exactly right. As isolated individuals, we stand no chance against the power of the Abyss. It took years' worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to understand that for myself. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone has a part to play. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes.
Who are you?
The ancient name bearer.
Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
Wait. No way, this is Tupac. Hi there, Future you here. So, just to elaborate in this moment, so I mixed up the name Tupac and Tenoch. Presumably I did that because both of their names were actually mentioned in the lore of that weapon, of Tenoch's weapon that was in Mavuika's office. They both were there, so I just kind of mixed the two up. I thought this was Tenoch, then this is Tupac, so bear with me for a moment, please. Didn't Mavuika say that his ancient name was destroyed? You're telling me that Mualani's ancient name is the one from Tupac?
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved all of Natlan.
Holy hell, this is a plot twist.
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the Wyab.
No wonder they mentioned him in the Archon quest.
Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its impending doom.
Umoja. Unite. Her ancient name is Unite.
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame.
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame.
Its blaze will become one with our vision for Natlan.
Wow.
Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
Wow. Insane. Holy hell. Look at that. The Night's Soul Blessing.
What's wrong, Moalani?
So many memories.
Whoa.
My brain was just flooded with everything he once knew.
Holy hell. This is insane.
So that's what happened.
She just embodied the ancient name and all the memories from it. Just like Mavuika did.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save Natlan started all the way back then.
Yeah.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have to.
What about the Wyab? Does that mean you already know about this whole thing?
I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan.
Oh, okay.
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining.
Yeah.
Let's focus on saving the Wyab first.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Wow. That was a lore bomb. Alright. Elemental power. What's up?
Okay, that should be enough. Wyab? Can you hear me?
I hear your voice, Kachina.
Whoa.
My dear child.
Holy hell.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave, but we can't afford to stay here any longer.
Why it was gonna be a very big deal. I can imagine. We're still gonna be back in this place. Because this is just one of the pillars. We have to, like, clear the corruption and save the Wyab.
I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay.
She want confirmation.
I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve my strength. One day, I'll live up to the hero you saw in me.
Hell yeah, Kachina.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina. No matter what happens.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor to protect and nurture you.
What does that mean? Who are you? Why? No way is it Murata. No. I'm just being lingered on the phrase "my children," and because I remember the thing from the manga and being like the children of Murata, but I think it's a mistranslation, so I don't think it's that.
Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it need not define you. Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now, you need only devote yourself to becoming a better you.
Wow.
The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will never change. No matter what the future holds.
And we were just talking about past, present, and future. Kachina was an example of being in the present, but being dragged down by the past. Because she had that responsibility of the ancient names. She felt like she had to be worthy. And because of that, she was paying too much attention to the past when she needed to live in the present and focus on the future more.
Thank you, Wyab.
It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it is time for you to leave this place.
So what is the plan?
The situation here is getting worse.
Can we save you?
Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf of all you hold dear.
I know we've never met before, Wyab, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what she needed to hear.
Whoa,
Hell, God.
What's going on? An earthquake?
It's time to go, guys.
We're out of time.
Time to run.
It's the power of the Abyss.
Oh, hell
Quick,
no.
We need to run.
Hell no. This again. Oh my god.
It's a
Sealy.
The Sealy opened the way for us!
First Sealy, and it's in the Night Kingdom. Oh my god. Run. 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 Insane. Run. Kachina, give me your device. Oh my god.
The opening in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here.
What do you mean stuck here? We can't be stuck in here. Kachina will, dissipate.
Watch out for the falling rocks!
Quick, through the middle.
We get lucky. Okay, cutscene.
We'll never make it!
Bone, don't jinx us. Oh, your hands are popping off. Oh, there was a wind slash. Oh, hell yeah. Shoo! Working together, hell yes. Come on. What's gonna happen? Oh no. Oh no. We got into the light. No. No, this can't be happening. Ah, Mavuika! Holy hell! What is that? What is that? Holy shit! What an entrance! You have your power back!
Now come home.
Whoa! No. What? Did she just crash a barrier between Natlan and the Night Kingdom? How does that work? Natlan, hi. Okay, there's no hole. There is no hole in Natlan. Okay, I was about to be like, is there gonna be like a huge hole leading into the Night Kingdom in Natlan?
The Pyro Archon saved us.
And her hair was glowing again.
But she's not here.
How did she regain her strength?
Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up?
Yeah.
She's still in the speaker's chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
Okay. So it was like an illusion, I get it, okay.
So you're saying
Metaphorical.
her consciousness did all that? Every great display of power comes at a price.
Ah. I see, so her doing that probably took a toll on her. Oh, Sheena, oh, baby. Let's get you to a doctor real quick.
You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. We'll get you to a doctor soon. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting for us.
Yeah. Let's go to her.
I recommend getting a full checkup, just to make sure no damage gets left behind.
What's up, Lemon?
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Thanks, Paimon.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well. Right. The Wyatt mentioned something about the Pyro Archon's plan. What is it exactly?
I guess we'll talk about it when we're back.
I'll let her explain everything.
Yeah.
We're all a part of the plan now.
Yeah, so Ian-san was, as I said, she was in cahoots with the Archon because they had a plan, and Ian-san was a part of it.
Every move we make from here on out will decide Natlan's ultimate fate.
Holy shit. Don't end. Okay. Okay. Welcome back, Kachina. So that was stressful. What's about to happen? What's going on? Mavuika, are you chill? Are you good? Yeah, she seems fine. At least she's standing.
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
Oh. That is true. What happened?
It's good to see you all here in one piece.
What happened?
I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first. It's best not to let any lingering effects of the Abyss go untreated.
Did she use the power of the ancient names of these items? Or what?
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me about your plan. Take a seat, everybody. I'll examine you one by one.
Despite the short stint in the Night Kingdom, Moalani and the others all have some degree of abyssal contamination. But thanks to Kyuchu's extensive experience treating abyssal contamination, thanks to Chaska, the harmful effects will not be permanent. The treatment also relieves Kachina's symptoms.
All right, that should do it for now. But just to be safe, I'll perform another checkup in a couple of days.
All right.
I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the Abyss like you, Traveler. It's like you're completely immune to its power.
I get that a lot.
He always has been special like that. He can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
Peculiar, Paimon. Not affected by the Abyss? Okay. Every day, every patch, we're getting closer or further away from God. We don't know why, though.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role in the events to come.
I would imagine so.
Of course. I still have patients to see, so I'll head out.
Thank you, Koichi.
Koichi.
All right. We might not see eye to eye, but we both had good intentions.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between us one day.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. You've seen it for yourselves now. The devastation in the Night Kingdom.
Okay. Let's get to it. Let's get to the explanation.
I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Yeah, we knew that. From the trailer.
Huh? No. That can't be true, can it?
Less than a year.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people working with me to save this nation.
Okay, I'm being very careful with her words. Because of the teaser, the preview, the Tivat chapter preview, where Dane said that the Pyro Archon reveals this secret to the Traveler because she has her reasons. So I'm kind of like, is this the secret? Or...
Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago.
Yeah.
Mualani told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Tivat were invaded by the Abyss.
Yes, and Natlan was affected most of them.
Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion.
I see. So ley lines kind of protected other nations, while you guys didn't have ley lines. Wait. Do we still have, like, the ley lines that give us, you know, like, Mora and Mats?
The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, victory came at the cost of our civilization and countless lives. Even then, it took centuries of solving the disasters caused by the Abyss to finally achieve the peace we know today. And still, this is but a superficial victory. The forces of the Abyss have merely been driven back underground. Their threat to Natlan remains as real as ever.
I see. So, what you're saying is that the realm of the Wayab is kind of just deep underground. Even deeper than the dragon civilization.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as Natlan's ley lines.
Oh. Interesting.
Immediately after the war, our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the Abyss.
I see. So you kind of knew about that.
But at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed in victory, nor did they hold hope for the future. Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and the line of power passed down from the Wayab nearly severed. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish to even dream of defeating the Abyss in the future. So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long plan to save Natlan.
So they created the Night Kingdom.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
So we're getting to that. Of Mavuika having the same look as the Statue of the Seven. So you're like a reincarnation?
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
Yeah, and I don't think that this is the same Archon from back then. I think that because we saw a picture of her family. I'm sure that she was born relatively not long ago. But what if her existence is special? What if it's like again, the reincarnation? Like Neuvillette.
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time, or rather, the natural limitations of our lifespan. A god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power, or subjecting them to a curse. But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. We can only rely on our own methods.
Okay.
A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame. Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
I see. So she is from all the way back then. But she was essentially like in a deep slumber. Preserved for this moment. Until this moment.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
This was all part of the plan?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because the tribes came together as one. If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated tribes. The goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength of each tribe's Wayab.
That is, again, it's still so impressive that they knew about this goal and they entrusted this goal into the hands of the humans. Even though, just any of them could have been driven with power and tried to take control of other tribes. You know? But because they knew of this disaster, actually, just their goal was to unite the tribes, right? And some kind of crazy person could have thought like, oh, to unite the tribes, I can be their leader. So I can just create a one tribe. I'm gonna force other tribes to become one tribe, you know? And thus colonizing others. But that never happened. Which is incredible.
Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wyab would select a hero, indicating the tribe was once again ready for war.
I see.
The Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation, just like great heroes of old 500 years ago.
So again, the 7. 6 tribes and the Archon. I mean, 6 chosen from the tribes and 1 Archon.
So that means I'm one of the Chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero
Unite.
from your tribe 500 years ago. It means unity.
Yeah, to unite. Wow.
After your adventure in the Night Kingdom, I trust you've come to fully understand the meaning of that name.
But didn't you say that it was destroyed? Or am I, misinterpreting it?
So in other words, you always knew who the Wyab were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time I awoke. But something went wrong along the way.
Oh.
The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't passed on to them.
I see.
Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the Sacred Flame and the Wyab has been blocked.
Huh.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina back.
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. The Abyss may not
see.
possess intelligence, but its methods certainly aren't easy to counter.
It was severing the connection to get in the way of the plan they had.
If we want to unblock that information from being passed on, my presence alone isn't enough. The ancient name-bearer must establish a greater connection to their name.
I see.
So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines. Currently, Shilonen of the Children of Echoes, Kinich
Shilonen.
of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names.
Whoa. Okay. I was expecting that Kachina would be one of them. I mean, one of those that needs to be awakened, still. But we already have one of the Children of Echoes, and it's Shilonen. Huh. And Kinich is also awakened. Fascinating. And Ian-san.
During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wyab, Mualani. In the process,
Okay.
you gained the memories stored within your name.
That leaves 2 people left.
But we have less than a year!
So it's the Pyro tribe and the other one. The one, I think that's the one that kind of betrayed. Like, not the entire tribe, but someone from that tribe, helped Capitano.
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered.
I see.
That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your full potential.
True. If you just tell them, oh, this is your role, and this is what your ancient name means, like, you can understand it subconsciously, but at the same time, you wouldn't have the capacity to establish a connection with that name, like she did.
Just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment to this endeavor comes from your own strength of will, rather than a sense of obligation.
Yeah.
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final two heroes are then?
Oh, we're not gonna know who? Jessica, you gotta be the one. Come on.
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their development.
I mean, I understand that, but maybe at least someone like I could know. So, you know, we could at least try to nudge them into the right direction. You know? We're not gonna say that they are the chosen ones, but at least we could be like, oh, what does your ancient name mean? Oh, like, what do you fight for? And maybe try to put them in a situation where they are forced to establish the connection. That sounds fucked up. But, I mean, we have less than a year, so... But what if they don't make it in time?
I can only trust in the judgment of the Wyab.
Oh. I see.
I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust and rely on others that we managed to get this far.
So the signal I'm getting from you is that we just are forced to wait? But yeah, that doesn't seem correct. I feel like we need to at least go there and try to do something.
Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual, but in us all.
Yeah, that makes sense. Does that mean you?
You're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might get away with avoiding the topic.
Sure you are.
Huh? Oh, right! All of the stuff you stored here before, where did it all go?
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the Night Kingdom. After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk, and Mualani has an important role to play in my plan.
As well as Jansan.
In addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more important purpose. Fuel.
I see. Okay. I figured as much. That they didn't just hold that sentimental value, but also that power in them. Its strength.
Fuel? So back then, that's why you...
But still, what I said earlier is not false. Because even despite it being fuel, she still remembered all the names. She still put so much respect in them. So my statement still stands.
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important, but there's an even more significant trait they all share. Every item belonged to a hero of Natlan.
Yeah.
Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried in battle. On their own, each item's power is limited, but together, their combined effect can prove quite useful in a dire situation.
So it was kind of like your trump card and you kind of used it.
By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within them to open the boundary between the two worlds.
Okay, I see.
It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in an instant, as you can see.
It's a shame.
But weren't they all precious treasures? What about their stories?
She's like, well, you got to see them, so you will remember them, right? right?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never wanted the Pyro Archon to have to use that power. Oh, I'm so sorry.
She even burned the family painting. Oh, man.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you hadn't saved the totem pole, that area of the Night Kingdom would have been forever lost to the Abyss. And then, it would only be a matter of time before the Children of Echoes was met with disaster.
Really?
Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, it was out of a desire to contribute to Natlan's survival.
Yeah. I'm sure. But still...
If they knew those items helped save the present-day heroes of Natlan, they would not mourn their loss.
That is fair.
Even when you put it that way, I still feel bad.
There's no need. Remember what I told you about time? The people and the events of the past are never truly lost to us. We simply carry them with us in a different form. In that sense, we didn't lose anything at all. If you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve in the battles to come.
Yeah.
Your deeds will become new legends and nurture new forms of power just like the items once stored here.
Well, we'd still like to return the favor.
Well, if that's the case, just treat me to a drink sometime.
You're kidding? I'm gonna do that anyway. What do you mean?
Now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory feast and celebrate your team's triumph in the Night Warden Wars. And we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Plus, you'll be able to silence everyone who doubted you once and for all, Kachina.
Hell yeah.
Still, now that I know the danger we're facing, having a victory feast doesn't feel right.
It's a necessity. We have to indulge ourselves a little to remind us of the good times, to preserve them, to have a desire to preserve them.
Try not to let it get to you. It's important to stay calm. Worrying about it will only affect your judgment.
True.
All right. You should head out. I'll join you in a bit.
Hell yeah. A feast with an Archon. So... she's like meditating. To the Wyab? What is this place? Whoa. It's like the sun. And the kites are there.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan.
Huh. This is like an island of her memories.
They attract people from all walks of life. Friends come easy here, no matter what tribe you're from. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. They are there to bring all hot spring buddies together. It's been really nice, seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of the springs. I've witnessed their energy, their determination, their absolute passion for life. Even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable how quickly they worm their way back into my good graces.
Maverick is so hot here.
I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. She possesses infinite potential. I can see it.
She definitely does some huge nukes.
One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Whoa. What is happening?
Our nation is engulfed
Notch.
in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future.
Okay, so yeah, it's my bad. I mistaken him for the guy that appeared in Mualani's ancient name.
The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. Were that not the case, I would never understand exercising this degree of caution. My rage will never know absolution, and my power will no longer aid you in victory. But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with just a single sentence. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
For Natlan.
These are all her memories. Or maybe memories of all the Archons that she inherited, right? Tacos.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again?
Oh. Ah. I see. So that was her family from back then. Yeah, that makes more sense.
But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
Prematurely.
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry.
She had to abandon them.
Even across time, we will all do our part to fight for Natlan's future.
Just imagining the weight she has on her shoulders of all the heroes of Natlan to save it now. All their efforts, everything they've done, it's all in her hands and in the hands of the heroes of today. And she feels like she needs to shoulder them. That she needs to guide people in the right direction to save Natlan.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all.
Wow.
Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is.
He didn't appear at all?
Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
She even has daddy issues? Did he really not, didn't even come to say goodbye? That sucks.
I'll come find you one day.
Aww.
I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
God. And just like I said, she was able to maintain her legacy in the form of art as an architect, right? To leave her mark on the world that is probably still standing strong to this day, maybe. Although 500 years is a long time.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone. The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
Is this the first Archon? The human?
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it means to love.
Who will be the one to bring this to an end?
We are the inheritors of memory and legend.
How much did these people have to go through?
Those who grew alongside sun and wind.
And wind.
Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
That was deep.
Hey, Koichi! You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chaska would be here, so I just came to deliver some medicine. I was about to leave, actually.
So how are you doing?
No, it's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others. I'm so glad she made it back. It's just... well, I'll make things awkward if I'm around my sister right now.
I understand. Don't worry, don't worry. I know that you understand that. You know, your feelings are coming from the right place, as well as hers. It's just, you know, the communication is kind of difficult. That is fine. You're still sisters after all. You'll make up, don't worry.
Ah, well, you two had a fight, so Paimon can understand.
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip, right?
Of course not, she was a huge help.
Yeah, she was super helpful. She gave us a lot of useful information about the Abyss.
That's good. That's all I needed to know.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty outspoken when we first met, but now it's like you're holding something back.
I mean, it's not our place to pry, but if you want to, you can tell us.
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her before you left, but I did it for a reason.
Well, I assume that I understand the reason.
Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength helps her rein it in, but she still loses control sometimes. I had no idea what you might face in the Night Kingdom, so I didn't want to take any chances.
Okay, so she's cray-cray. So she's basically has these maniacal instincts. Something similar to Shenhe, like I said before. But Shenhe, like, she represses it with her ropes. While Chaska's only holding on with her mental strength.
So what you're saying is...
You deliberately provoked her so she'd take that impulsive out on you.
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid.
Huh.
But it works pretty well. It helps her keep her cool for a little while, at least.
Okay. Well, it's an interesting approach. Because from one side, you might think that, but from the other, it's like, what if you're just, like, poking a sleeping bear? You know? Like, if you wake her up and she will be angry, yeah, she might, like, you know, get some steam out, but what if she will keep that momentum going in and escalate things? But yeah, I understand. It is a double-edged sword, so it's kind of iffy.
Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to make it back safe and sound. That's all I wanted.
Thank you. Thank you.
What? Do you really have to go that far? Can't you just talk it out?
Yeah, I'm sure they've tried.
No way. Chaska never opens up about her own pain, especially to her family. She can't learn about this, or it'll be even harder to help her.
I respect your decision. Thanks for confiding in us.
I appreciate the understanding, and don't worry. I'll find a way to help her ease this burden. Anyway, I need to get going. Enjoy the celebration.
Thanks.
Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
I appreciate that.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their arguing?
They're trying to look out for each other in their own way.
In the end, it's all the Abyss's fault. Paimon's had enough of them.
The Abysses. Sis. The Abyssus. Again with this music. Hey! Look at them. Look at them go. Hell yeah. Look at the chief go.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior,
Aww.
Kachina!
He's so happy for her.
Woohoo! Well done, Kachina.
Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad I finally made it.
Look, it's those guys behind her that ditched her. You must be feeling dumb now, huh?
I always knew you could do it. With so much potential at your age, you have a great future ahead of you.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team.
Damn.
I'll be dealing with you when we get back.
Come on, get his ass.
I had no choice. My friend invited me. I couldn't just say no.
There's Mavuika in the back.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead in the first round?
I wasn't, I swear. I just happened to find that bearer injured in the wild, so I stopped to bandage his wounds. When he insisted on repaying the favor, what was I supposed to do? I'm just one person. I figured Kachina would have no trouble replacing me.
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone else started thinking about swapping teams too.
I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong of us to abandon you like that.
You better apologize.
It's amazing that you still made it all the way through to the Night Warden Wars. That's the highest honor.
And you had no faith. Zero faith. You should be ashamed.
So, what about you guys? Did you make it far?
Come on, rub the salt in the wounds. Come on.
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and turned up late to the stadium on the day. We got disqualified.
That's what you get.
Serves you all right. No sympathy from me.
Love this guy.
Alright. There's no need to be like that, Uncle Pakal.
No, let him cook him. Let him cook.
Dear friends, I'd like to say a few words. Firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and our great Archon for helping to bring me back. This traveler and his companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met.
If they were allowed to participate in the pilgrimage, I have no doubt that they'd win the whole thing.
Thanks.
They've agreed to let me learn from them. With their help, I believe I can become even stronger still.
Come on, don't put me on the spot like that. It's your time to shine.
And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the Traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back from the Night Kingdom.
It's so good that they're here, you know? That they came to this party for Kachina. Like even Ian-san and Chaska.
They too deserve to be called our heroes. So, please give another round of applause for them. Thank you so much.
Aww.
Well said!
I'll drink to that.
Damn! You got that, holy!
How does it feel being a hero, Kachina?
To be honest, it's a bit overwhelming. It all just feels so surreal.
Well, get used to it.
Well, you better get used to it. Next
God damn it, Paimon!
undefeated champion!
Shut up! That way I'll also become a champion coach.
Hey, please don't make fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm just teasing you to, you know, toughen you up. Oh, it's not the end. Okay. Hi, Kinich. What you up to?
My apologies. I knew more than I let on.
Yeah. You were also in on the plan with the Archon. That's why he and Jan-san left and stayed behind, I mean. It makes so much sense that they were by her side.
Everything comes at a price, and most heroes aren't people who set out to become a hero.
That's why they all... they knew, but they didn't mention anything to us. Because... I see.
If you cling too tightly to your goal, you end up losing things that are far more precious. But in any case, we're now on the same page.
Hell yeah.
I wonder
I'm glad
how
you
long
are
before the two
here.
final heroes appear. From the Flower Feather Clan and the Masters of the Night Wind.
I am really concerned about the Masters of the Night Wind. So, we have like 3 acts ahead of us, so I guess it's like 1 act for one clan, the other act for the other clan, and the final act for the final act. Okay, that's... Hey, Molani.
At previous victory feasts, you'd always find me in the crowd singing and dancing. But after what I found out today, it's too much. I'm still trying to process it.
It's okay, Molani. It's a lot. It is a lot. After something like this, you probably won't be able to sleep well tonight, but it's gonna be fine. There's still a lot of time ahead. We've got this.
It does feel weird seeing you so out of sorts.
Natlan's fall isn't set in stone, right? It's important to try and enjoy moments like this when they come along.
Is this another pearl of wisdom based on your adventuring experience?
You could say that.
Well, Paimon agrees with the Traveler. Everyone's come together to celebrate Kachina's achievements. That's gotta be...
You're right.
Sorry, Paimon.
Kachina looks really happy. And now I'm being the moody one.
Well, how the turntables. Sheesh, look at her go! In the background.
Ugh, enough doom and gloom. Time to shake it off.
Come on! Atta girl! Got you! Okay, so what is our... talk to Mavuika, I see. Okay. So she's the last person. Moalani, come on, dance!
Alright, Kachina. Let's party!
Come on, dance!
I'm I'm a little embarrassed.
Come on, guys.
Don't be. Come on, you're the star of the show today.
Come on, dance! Use your idle animations, come on! Ah, it's so boring. You're the coolest guy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Let her rip!
Come on, guys, rip it! Rip it! Hey, Chaska, there you are.
It's rare to meet travelers as strong and brave as yourselves. I raise my glass to you.
Ah, thank you. I raise my glass to you too. Like to meet someone. Yeah, I'm single. Okay, how could you tell?
Anyway, my sister's already gone back to our tribe. She has patients to treat.
And how are you feeling?
Oh, we actually ran into her on the way here and, well... Paimon
Yeah.
just thinks she really cares about you.
Paimon, once again, speaks before she thinks.
Yeah, I'm planning on visiting home myself in a few days. To tell her and the rest of the family that they need to be extra careful. I just hope they take it seriously. The Abyss has likely sensed your arrival in Natlan by now. So exercise caution on your adventures as well.
That is true. If the Abyss was able to, you know, adapt to other circumstances like that, then sensing our presence will also be like, Oppa, that is another obstacle in my way. I gotta work around it somehow. So, maybe our abilities are gonna be in danger soon. Let's look at those coconuts. Yummy. Alright, Mavuika.
Ah, you're here. Have some fruit juice. I got
Aw.
it especially for you two.
Come on, man. It was going to be my treat, not yours. By the way, your glass is huge. Holy hell, I want one. And can you imagine if this party is going on and then Capitano just walks in and he says, "Hey, what's up? Can I have a drink?"
How did you know? That's Paimon's favorite!
You look like you've still got questions. Ask away.
Isn't your plan a little convoluted? Why didn't you get the heroes of the past to join you in this age?
Because they had their own lives to live.
You did too.
The thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the end of time, for in 500 years Natlan will be destroyed, it seemed too cruel.
Yeah. Especially when you got to experience that fate. It's just... feeling how painful it is, you didn't want to bring that pain onto anyone else. I can understand that.
You could just as easily point out that everything in this world would come to an end eventually. But life is short. And beyond a point, it just doesn't seem real. Imagine if I said, let's leave right now, and go save the sun because it'll flame out in a few million years.
Yeah.
It would sound quite ridiculous.
Yeah, that is true.
I couldn't make them shoulder that burden with me.
I mean, if someone were to tell me this, like, you are the key to saving the sun from exploding, like, a few million years later. We need your help. If I knew that I could contribute to saving, not just the sun, but the earth, and have it live longer, provide the lives for so many people to come. I don't know. I would be a hero, and I would go in there. Like, just sacrificing my own life and 6 others to save humanity in years to come. Although who knows if we will get to live to that point, you know? But still. I probably would. For the greater good, right? And I'm sure if you offered it to the heroes, they would say yes. They would all be ready for it. But still, yeah, it would be a cruel fate to them and their families.
Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. The plan could still work without them.
True, true.
Or, of course, without me. But since I was the one who came up with the plan, I felt duty-bound to see it through to the end.
Do not say that. Do never say that again. You know, you better have very heavy inspiration from a certain character from a certain other game that, you know, foreshadows quite not very good events to come. So, could you not emphasize without me ever again, please?
I'm suddenly remembering that portrait in your room. Was that your family from back then?
Yeah.
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who my sister grew up to be, the truth is that very little information survives.
But still some is, I assume? That's what you were able to tell?
From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she ended up as an architect and artist.
Have you seen her work?
She played an instrumental role in rebuilding the scions of the Canopy tribe, designing and building many houses. But of course, none of her buildings are around anymore.
Aw, that is a shame. I guess it is very tough to, you know, preserve history when your nation is in war. That is a huge shame. I'm really sorry.
Still, it was an impressive achievement, and I'm very proud of her.
I wonder how you were able to tell. So that's the life you had to leave behind.
You feel loss keenly. It seems to stir up feelings of regret in you. But this is something I have long since come to terms with.
Yeah, I can tell. But still, you must feel pretty lonely.
This is a war, and there can be no war without loss. I am already far more fortunate than those who lost their lives to the Abyss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear. I must see our fate through to the very end, no matter what I may find there.
That's actually what I wanted to ask. If you're already aware of fate.
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way everything ends has already been written, including your plan?
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms. The past, present, and future coexist, and all are equally important.
So she wants to take action to, again, overcome fate and save Natlan.
Even if the future ends in destruction, there's still no reason to give up on the here and now.
Yeah.
And it's precisely because we humans cannot know our fate that we will never give up on our struggle. This is a pivotal moment. We are still 2 heroes short.
And once we get all, we will forge our own fate with our blood.
Well, 3, to be precise.
So sorry?
There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side. Whatever it takes.
Surely you don't mean me.
Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable. It would easily make you an all-important figure in the upcoming battle.
I got that a lot. Like, I am an exception. So.
If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey.
Whoa.
But I will also forge a brand new ancient name for you.
Whoa, okay, now we're talking. What?
Ancient names can be forged?
And what is it? What ancient name? Yours? The Archon's ancient name?
They can. Several strict conditions must be met, but if they couldn't be forged at all, then the number of them in circulation would have long dwindled to 0.
Imagine we get an ancient name of all the humans that were once Archons. This is gonna be insane. What?
Possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in Natlan are recorded in full. Your stories would be remembered by our people for all the years to come.
I see. So you want to record my ancient name, okay.
The Ode of Resurrection may have temporarily lost its power, but still, take this as my personal guarantee that I shall never let you fall.
So wait, does that mean if I'm gonna have my ancient name, you're gonna be able to bring me back? At some point?
Just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs. This nation always honors its heroes.
Well, it looks like I have acquired a personal bodyguard. You don't have to promise me anything, I just want to help out the people.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the situation here.
I would have done this otherwise, you know?
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to Shilonen right away.
Ooh.
She's the one who will forge the name.
Oh! Of course, she's from the Children of Echo's tribe.
We've never forged an ancient name for an Outlander before, but I trust she'll find a way.
I see. Look at her grin. What a mischievous grin. She's like, I have no idea how to do it, but she'll figure it out. Whoa.
My lord, we've received
Okay.
word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power.
Oh no. I was waiting for something like this. Because I knew from the trailer they used a line that still didn't pop up. And I was waiting for something to happen. Do you hear this piano? Ooh, that's so ominous.
Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Look at him. So he got injured bad.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness. And I don't intend to start now.
I see. A very honorable man, as we've come to know from the others.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
So he's talking to the guy. Okay, are we gonna see him? To save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to.
What? Maybe... Huh. She chose not to. What?
You don't have much time.
What?
And you're injured on top of that.
Whoa!
What do you plan to do next?
What do you mean he doesn't have much time? No. You're gonna become a playable character, right? You're not gonna die on us, are you?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
What? What does it mean? What? How do we just end on that? No. What is that? You don't... What is happening? What did I just get? It's not a furnishing, is it? Where is it? Am I just stupid? What did I just...
Bored, why don't we take a look at my...
Hold on, I may just be stupid. What was that? Huh? Oh, there it is. What? It's a boss material? The cornerstone of stars and flames. Heroes ignite the sacred flame, illuminating the world, yet eventually they shall rest, nestless among the stars. They left behind a stone, a weaving. With these as our foundation, we have erected an everlasting civilization. What is that? Why is it a character level up material?
Collection together.
If
something catches your eye, feel free to take it.
So confused.
Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
All right. Let's get to it. About the Capitano's whereabouts. The captains, Il Capitano.
Well, our intel suggests he hasn't made any new movements yet. Although Kenichi's investigation helped us confirm that he's being aided by someone from the Masters of the Nightwind.
Which is, assumingly, Oloron.
I'm getting closer to narrowing down who that may be, but it's still unclear whether this person aided the captain out of willingness or coercion.
Alright. Well, it's clear that they're working together, but yeah. Huh. But also, the captain doesn't have... He doesn't have much time. Oh my god! What does it even mean?
If you learn anything about this during your adventures, please, let me know.
Alright.
Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
About elemental energy and the Abyss.
The Abyss is the most formidable enemy in all of Teyvat. In the beginning, it took failure and tragedy to even begin to learn how to fight back.
Yeah.
All of the methods you've seen in other nations were developed based on experience and insight passed down over generations. We know them to work, but few of us actually understand why.
So all those cleansing rituals we did in all of the nations. Huh. And yeah, each nation has their own way. The sacred Sakura cleansing ritual, the Aronar stuff.
It's the same for the method we use here in Natlan. Ever since ancient times, elemental energy has been one of our most reliable weapons against the Abyss. As for the principles behind it, I'm afraid you might have to seek answers from someone older than the position of Pyro Archon itself.
Excuse me? Do you mean like the Pyro Sovereign, or...
Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
About the absence of people from Natlan in other nations. I'm curious about that. But, I'm also curious about why I couldn't get the power of Pyro yet.
That also comes down to the long-standing effects of the Abyss. Our people's survival is inextricably tied to the Wyab. But their power has its limits. They cannot offer our people the same degree of protection outside our borders.
I see.
In fact, people who do decide to leave often suffer from memory loss and emotional issues.
Ooh, that sucks.
Everyone in Natlan understands this. That's why our people never leave without a good cause. Even if someone is left with no choice, the chief of their tribe must seek approval with the Wyab to grant them leave.
Wow.
And the Wyab have always been very strict about granting that approval, since extending protection beyond our borders means consuming power reserved for our fight against the Abyss.
I see.
Still, There's no need to worry. The Wyab extend their protection to all within Natlan, including visitors from afar.
Thank you, Wyab.
Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
I've got no other questions, milady. She didn't react to it at all. God damn it, I was about to flirt. Wow. Well, that was something. Basically, it was a lot of setup. It was a lot of setup for what's to come. And my curiosity has been piqued. So, I cannot wait to see what's gonna come next. Especially with the Capitano stuff. I am most interested in that. Ooh. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This is a really great experience. And we are not done with Natlan yet. I'm gonna be doing all those side missions, as in world quests and the reputation quests. Like these. Because we don't have story quests. These are the story quests, kind of. So, we're gonna be doing those. And just exploring Natlan in general. Natlan, the nation of death flags. Before we end up, I just want to discuss some of the stuff that happened and what to expect in the future, my predictions. So, we ended off with the Traveler potentially getting an ancient name. Which means that there is a chance that the Traveler can die and be brought back to life, as well as the other characters. Like, with this concept in Natlan, with the resurrection, every character potentially has a death flag. Because there is a cushion that the Genshin writers can rely on. Like, imagine that the character dying is like falling in a canyon, right? But thanks to this concept of resurrection, it's like putting a character on a safety cable. Like, yeah, they can fall, but we can just drag them out of there. So this gives them more room to create more drama, but at the same time, bring characters back to life and have them be playable. So not only can every potential playable character die in the future, going forward, but also Mavuika potentially, not only because she takes some vivid inspiration from Himiko from Impact 3rd, but just with the setting that we have and her role that she plays in the story, it just gives off a lot of sacrifice vibes. It's just that I'm not sure if the person that is the one who resurrects people will be able to be brought back to life herself. Then there's the Traveler, who's also gonna have an ancient name, which means that if something happens to us, to them, Mavuika's gonna rescue us. And she promised us this. But then there's also a certain man by the name of Il Capitano that seems like he's also from Natlan, which there isn't much to go off of when it comes to him. Maybe he is also something similar to Mavuika and he was like preserved and brought back to life. And the question is, if he is from Natlan, does he have an ancient name? Can he actually die and be brought back to life as well? Because for some reason when I imagine the finale of Natlan, I don't see us fighting against Capitano. I see us fighting together for one cause. It would be extremely epic. And I can just imagine some scenes where after this fight that we had with Capitano and Mavuika, Capitano rescuing Mavuika, coming to her rescue, or both of them dying together for the cause. There's so many possibilities that come to mind, but with this setting, everything is on the table. Everyone can die in this place. And that is concerning, but at the same time, I'm not gonna be as anxious knowing that there is a potential of them being brought back to life, and given that Genshin hasn't really done a thing where we have a playable dead character. So, when it comes to my opinion though, my preferences, what I would prefer, I would like for Mavuika to actually sacrifice herself but still be alive, or maybe die and be brought back to life, so she can still be around and potentially playable. But when it comes to Capitano, for me personally, real talk, I feel like memorable moments are more important than a character being playable. So in my vision, when I envision something related to Capitano, his story, how it's gonna go, I would much more prefer for him to have a badass story, badass moment, maybe even potentially sacrificing himself. Something similar to Auto Apocalypse from Honkai 3rd. Just something so memorable about him, making him such an amazing character, and bringing this emotional value of us losing him. Because I imagine that some moments like these are gonna stick around with you for such a long time. The moments that strike you in the heart are the ones that will make an impact on you, much more than you just having a character in your party, which is cool, don't get me wrong, but I would much prefer to have these kinds of emotional experiences with the characters, rather than have them playable. So, if they do it right, if they execute it correctly, maybe I would prefer for him to actually die and not be playable. And that's if they will do it as I want it to be, as emotional and as impactful, and not like Signora. Because when it comes to Signora's death, I feel like what made it so special is that, one, we've never had a character die before like this, in front of our eyes. And not just any character, not just any NPC, right? It was a character with a full-on model that looked like they had a potential to be playable. Having her just strip away from us in an instant, that was a huge surprise and shock. I don't think anyone expected to see something like this. And also, it's very ironic to her story and to her interactions with Scaramouche. It is very beautifully portrayed. But at the same time, her death doesn't impact me as much as I would like it to. I did not feel like Signora was a very great written character, and how she was portrayed. I felt she was like a very generic villain. And yes, she has a lot of backstory in her lore, but when it comes to just the main story, we didn't see any of it. By comparison, Scaramouche is way better of a villain. And not just a villain because he's a character. He was a villain, and he went in his redemption arc, which just is an incredible story. Still one of my favorites to this day, alongside Furina. I feel like these two characters have the most impactful story in Genshin. At least for me. Like, I personally will never be able to forget Scaramouche and his story, as well as Furina and her story. And thankfully, both of them are playable characters. So I would wish to have something like this with Capitano, and not him just being this figure. This powerful figure that's very powerful and honorable, and yes, yeah, I'm so great. I want it to be more complicated and heart-wrenching. And yes, you could think of those as tear-jerkers, but I mean, I love a good tearjerker. I love crying. So, yeah, I really want to see what they decide to cook with Mavuika and Capitano. Because from what I've seen so far, it's just a whole bunch of setup. Yes, the fighting was incredible. But there was almost like a feeling that there's no meaning to it, right? As if that battle itself is the setup for something bigger. I don't think we're gonna get another Mavuika versus Capitano battle rematch. But if we do... I don't know if it's gonna be in a cutscene though. Maybe it will be like a weekly boss. But we have been getting weekly boss mats, and with its design, I cannot picture that that is a design of something that will fall out of Capitano. So I don't know what are we gonna be fighting by the end of this Archon quest. I don't think it will be Capitano. Maybe potentially he's gonna have like the same fate as Arlecchino, and he's gonna be a boss in his story quest later on. But to be honest, when it comes to Arlecchino's story, it also didn't impact me as much as the others did, like Scaramouche and Farina. I felt it to be a bit too generic. It was great, but it didn't feel like anything too special. I don't know if I'm the only one who feels that way, but I just felt like it was lacking some kind of oomph to it. But maybe it's just me. So basically, these are my hopes for the future and my predictions as to what might happen. So we'll just have to wait and see. And just to let you guys know, the upcoming live streams and trailers for the next versions, like 5.1, 5.2, and 5.3, the versions where the story progresses, and the trailers might actually spoil what's gonna happen in the future. I will not be posting any reactions to them. I'm not gonna be watching them whatsoever. I'll be avoiding all the social medias to keep a clear mind and try not to get spoiled. I'm sure I'm still gonna see some spoilers, especially on YouTube, which I hate that, but oh well. I just hope that I'm not gonna get spoiled on some major stuff like Capitano and Mavuika fighting, and what's gonna be the weekly boss, so that my reaction can be as blind as possible when I actually get to it in the story, which is the way I like it. So I cannot wait when the time comes, and this is gonna be a very, very painful wait, trying to avoid all the spoilers, but I'm gonna do my best. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Deuces!